AYAT. The meaning is proof, evidence, books. I think I became woke 6 months ago when I came encounter with this young man. Not even 6 months ago. I'm telling the story. It was 2 months ago. I met this young man at my art gallery. And the reason why we connected is because he was amazed by me being self-taught, and I was amazed by him being self-taught. So from there, we had a connection. And then, by the end of the night, he gave me a flower. I don't know why he gave me a flower. He just said he gave me a flower. Whatever. And then we became friends immediately. We walked home and we went to McDonald's, and that's when me and him talked. And while me and him talked, it felt like the room was just me and him. That's it. And he was a dark, kind of fluffy, unattractive young man. But the information that was fed to me from him was knowledge that a lot of us are sleeping. And I think he woke me up because he noticed that I wasn't asleep, and my vocabulary and how I comprehend his conversation, and how I did not argue or compete or make him feel like he was crazy. I actually understood him, and we understood each other. There are millions of sleep individuals that are walking amongst this world. There are about a handful of us that are woke. And if you look at the news, the people who are getting killed are the ones who are woke. If you go do your research, every young boy that was killed from 2010 and now, go and look at their history. Go look at their background. I promise you, I don't know them. I didn't do the research, but I promise you, their IQ was extremely high. They feared no one. And when you start quoting, "You are fearless," that puts the alarm in the government. Yes, the government. That puts the alarm in the government that, yes, they are like a animal, like a lion. You know, there's not a lot of lions in this world. And a reason is because they can't be tamed. A type of species like that will never be tamed because it's wild, it belongs in the jungle, it rules, it doesn't listen, it doesn't follow direction. It is what? The king of the jungle. It actually protects what's in the jungle. So when you start becoming a protector of your surroundings, you are labeled a threat. And the reason why you are labeled a threat is because you try to help others. That's another thing. When you're helpful, that's another thing. You have to go. So I hear a lot of people say that I stay in hiding. I'm not running from anybody. I'm not scared of anybody. Actually, people fear me, and I'm less than 150 pounds. You know why people fear people like that? Because if you could look somebody straight in their face and they're coming at you and you're looking at them straight in their face, no blinking, just straight to their face, that fears a lot of individuals, because what we do lack is eye connection. When you are able to control your eye connection without blinking, you are a threat. There's a lot of people, I noticed there was a lot of people that were my enemies. And because I looked them dead in the eye, they couldn't mess with me. It wasn't because I was big and I had a Glock, or I had this and I had a big crowd behind me. No, it's not that. Most of the times is when they always spot you by yourself and you're never in a crowd. That's the thing. That little thing is so huge. It's so huge. It's so powerful when everyone wants to be in a crowd and all you want to do is be alone, and you don't want to follow no trends. You don't want to be like nobody. You start to see people are starting to want to be like you. That's when you know that you are a threat. And one thing us young and old people who do have this type of power need to do is learn how to control it. Keep it in a positive, neutral going. Don't be with crazy people because they're asleep. And if you start talking like how I talk, they'll say you crazy. They'll say you mental. They'll say something wrong with you. They'll say this. They'll say that. They'll say this. They'll say that. But they really need to understand, a person who stays by themselves is actually highly intelligent. Highly. Because they can't connect with another being to even try to comprehend on why and what they're saying. So, my message to everyone is pick up a book and read. Stop following the crowd. Be a leader. When you are a leader, you are 10 out of a million times you are alone. All leaders are alone. I never seen a leader in a crowd. I never in my whole 35 years of being on this earth have I ever met a leader that goes with the flow. A leader is usually breaking rules, and breaking rules positively, not negatively. Always positive. Everything about a leader is positive, because I was told that the difference between a boss and a leader is a boss will never teach you the power and the knowledge that he knows. But a leader will want to school you and want you to know everything that they know, because they don't want you always coming at them trying to get stuff from them. When everybody around you know what you're doing, the way that you're being successful, that means it's more of us. It is a lot of bosses in this world. And I get called a boss, and I don't like it. And people are like, oh, she's weird because why don't she want to be called a boss? No, I would never, don't ever put my name, my title. No. I'm an owner. I'm not a boss. Because anything I learn, I like to share knowledge. And I like you to know what I know and how I got to know it. And I'm telling you, a lot of it came from reading. You have to go to the library and you have to pick a book up that has never been checked out. That gets you woke, because you're researching information that no one wants to know about. So if you're the only person that knows this information, you stand out way beyond the crowd, because then you can start schooling people. Until then, you will always be sleeping. You need to wake up. Wake up. Be a leader. Get your team in order. Get them off of that crazy, rowdy. You got to be lit all the time. I heard that word lit, and it made me chuckle. Because when we was growing up, we never used lit. I don't know where these young people is getting this grammar from, but it's not cool. And now y'all got the older people talking like that's just, it's ignorance. Like a lot of y'all are ignorant. And y'all think it's cool and it's not. You know who like me? Michelle Obama. And you want to know why she like me? Because I don't want to be like y'all. You want to know another reason why she like me? Because she has read some of the books that I have read. When you start spitting information that people in higher, I'm talking about real higher places. I'm not talking about higher places because you got money. I'm talking about you're in a higher place because of the knowledge you know. If I ever become a president, I would change the whole government system. First of all, no taxes. Why are you paying taxes to a free land? Y'all scream this free land, this free land. What? I don't understand. Yes, it is a free land. And you know who was here first? The Indians. You know who are Indians? Us. Indians mixed with all different types of different continents around us. Remember, they remember what Columbus' white ass did. Yeah, I said that. His white ass came over here claiming he found a new land, and he didn't find anything. First, he got lost. So y'all give him this day like he's important. He's an idiot. He's an idiot that had all types of diseases that they gave to the Indians. The Indians never had diseases. They fuck raw. Yeah, I said it. They fuck raw. They smoke. They had fun. They raised. They grew their own food. Everything was grown by them. They knowledge. They got it from their ancestors, and their ancestors got it from their ancestors. So I know I might sound like I just jumped like 80 topics, but that's good. You need to learn and you need to pay attention. Stop looking at the book for its cover and actually open it up and read it, because you will find that there is so much knowledge that's in a book that you judge. And the book that you're judging is the book that you need to learn from and you need to get knowledge from, because it will help you in the long run. And then another thing is, a lot of people ask me, what do I do to keep myself young and stuff like that? You know what I do to keep myself young? Stay out the way. If I was to make $1 million tomorrow, I would show you what you do with $1 million. A lot of people that's woke is Rihanna. That's another person that's woke. Do you know Oprah Winfrey, do you know what they do with their hard-earned money? They go to countries that they have enslaved, and they're trying to build it up and put schools in there so they won't be enslaved, and give them back their resources that was stolen from them years ago. So, with that being said, wake your ass up. Stop trying to be like everything that's on the internet, because what's on the internet is controlled by the government. Get your life. You not hot. You not cool. Nothing you spitting is hot or cool. Nothing you know will make your child a better child. All you do is feed them nonsense and bull crap. You know what you need to do? You need to get a book club. And the book club should be books that's going to enlighten you and make your mind hurt. When your mind is hurting while you're reading, that means you're learning. Just like, for example, I'm going to give you, when you work out, the only way you know you're working out correctly is what? Your body hurt. The same thing. Peace. Get your life right, because you living wrong. And when you live wrong, you die quick.